everybody. So it is Sunday night again, and here I am. What are you pointing at?
Volume down.
What?
Your volume down.
Oh, hold on. I gotta shut my volume down. Jeez, I was on a roll there. Okay. Take two. Hey, everybody. So it is Sunday night, and here we are. Live stream. Going to be going over my paintings from the week, and I will be going over last Sunday's painting. I'll show you that one as well. That was the open cup pour that I did with black and white pearl. So I will show you guys those in a few minutes. Just wanting to chat with you guys how your week's been going. Hopefully you guys had a nice weekend. The weather has been a little chilly here. I'm not sure how your guys' weather is where you are from. Snow, a lot of places. We've just been having cold. It's just been cold here. A little bit of rain. But I guess I'll take that over snow. So let me see. Hello, sister. I know you have crappy weather. And Roxy, you've been waiting for a little while. I'm so happy that you guys are joining me tonight. And let's see. I guess that's all the comments I've got so far. And okay, so I guess what I will start with is the paintings I'll start with last Sunday's painting. So let me grab that really quick. I almost fall over. Thought I could stretch further. Not that tall. Okay, so I guess this one doesn't really have a right way. I guess none of these type of paintings sometimes have a right way. But this was the one from last Sunday. I think I did the string pull in the middle a couple times, and turned out pretty cool. I think I'm going to try to start doing them maybe with a smaller, I'm not sure. So I got a comment from, gosh, I wish I could remember who it was, suggesting that I use a smaller open cup. So I definitely am. I've done it in the past, but I want to try it again just because it's kind of big. But I mean, I do have some cool designs in there. So it dried really nice too. So I like that. Got some awesome natural cells and everything with that. Okay, so I will go to, I think, Monday's video. I think sometimes I forget which order because we shoot them and then sometimes we change the order. All right, so this one was Monday's video. I love the colors in this one for sure. I got some really cool on all the natural cells. Some really cool ones in this yellow area here. And then these cells right here, it's probably hard for you guys to see, but they're multicolored. So they're really kind of cool because they're like blue and yellow and green in one cell. There's like 3 colors in there. Kind of cool. Why are you raising your eyebrows? It's raising his eyebrows. So that is that one. I really do like this one a lot. Hey Karen, hey Caroline, Mark, good to see you. Maritza Ortega, hello. I think that's a new name. Haven't seen that one before. Thank you for joining. Oh, Gloria, hi Gloria. Okay, I think we got everybody. Gotta make sure I say hello to everyone. I don't want to leave anybody out. All right, and then this one is the crazy silver cell one that, I don't know, it doesn't matter which way this one goes either. It went nuts with the cells, and I think it was the combination of the silver and the white pearl. The white pearl didn't show up as much, but that silver is just nuts. And I try to not use as much. And I get carried away when it comes to the metallic colors like the gold and silver and bronze and copper. I just put way too much in. But anyway, that's how you can get natural cells. Use a lot of silver, white pearl. I always have such good luck getting natural cells. But it's funny, when I first started, I couldn't get cells when I was, first starting out. I tried everything, and you know, and even sometimes silicone, you get like these weird looking cells, and then when you stop trying to get them, then they won't stop. So let me see, Karen. Hi, Tracie, your hair looks cute today. Oh, thanks. That's what happens when you don't do anything. And you wake up and it looks like this, and then you just try to squish it down a bit, put a clip in it, and call it a day. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm trying to grow it out. I'm sure you guys already know that because I've said it. It's difficult. So, Caroline, I would call them looking skyward. Yeah, it does look like that. Okay, so here is Saturday's painting. This one is a weird one. I know. It dried really dark. I do like, it's a little dust there. I do like the purple and the magenta. The blue is there, but it kind of got, it really got darkened by the black, so it can't even hardly see it. I was hoping that maybe once I varnish it or resin, I'm not really sure that it would bring that blue back out, but it's really hard to see. It's like up in this corner here a little bit, like right there, but it's really hard to see. Can you see that? Which way? This way? Okay. I don't know if you guys can see it better like that. But it has, what is really cool about this is these cells are like raised, almost like the black was repelling the color underneath it. It's all textured. It's really kind of cool. Even right here, and I got this one cell in the middle, random cell in the middle. So what I think I may do is put a coat of spray varnish or gloss varnish, I'm not really sure, one coat and see what happens, because I do like texture, but I don't know if resin will make it pop more. So I'm going to start with probably just a coat of the spray varnish first and then see what it does. And then that's that. That's that. All right, so I was hoping that one kind of looked like more galaxy-like, but I'm not really sure. It kind of does, and then it kind of doesn't. I don't really know if I really cared for the metallic black so much. Maybe if I used a regular black and maybe added glitter, I've done that once before, and it turned out really kind of cool. I don't know if I have that one. That one's not hanging in here. That one actually turned out really cool. That's the one you said you thought looked like that one star where the stars are made. What do you call that? Remember you told me that one time where you thought it looked like that? Anyway, it doesn't really matter because he can't remember, and I sure as heck can't. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, anyway, we'll get back to that. All right, so let's see. If you resin that, it would be beautiful. Yeah, I think so too. It's just sometimes it's hard because I like texture, and resin, of course, makes everything, you know, not textured. But I think that one probably will look really nice with resin on it. So, and you know, resin and I still have that love-hate. So I'm always a little leery about it. But I guess I got to keep trying. So let's see. It has a moon look. The texture kind of looks like that. So the cell where the cell's textured. So I don't know. We'll see. So I don't know if any of you guys kind of noticed we've changed the videos a little bit, the ending a little bit. I'm still talking, but you don't see me as much. We're kind of focusing on the painting more with me talking over it. So I was just hoping to maybe get some feedback from you guys to see if you like that. We're just trying to, you know, make the videos a little better for you guys, and, you know, add Chris's cinematic, you know, touch to it. So, so anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, what you do like and why you like it. So that's helpful. That way we can, you know, like I said, make them better for you guys. So, anyway, hopefully you guys are having a great week. I know it's Sunday, relaxing day. I appreciate you guys showing up and supporting my channel. I appreciate that a lot. And, all these were flip cups that I had done this week. I just kind of went back to basics. I mean, I think a lot of people start out flip cup first or swipe first. I think I think that was mine. I think I either did a flip cup first or a swipe first. I'm not really sure. And I'm not a fan of swiping is, oh my gosh. I mean, I can do it. It's just not one of my favorites. So I wanted to kind of go back to the basics and do a basic flip cup for everybody to see because they're just fun to do. And I was kind of surprised I had several comments from people that hadn't even done a flip cup yet. So it's always fun to just kind of go back and you know, do just a basic flip cup technique, especially if you're just starting out. But even if you've been doing it for a while, and just kind of put your colors in and just lift up the cup and see what happens. So like in the silver one you saw, it was crazy cells. So you never know. Maybe if I start trying to get the cells, then I'll stop getting them. Because, you know, I'm not always about the cells. I mean, you guys know that, but I mean, I like them. It's just, I don't need to have them all the time. So, Dark Side of the Moon, patent pending. Oh, is that another music thing? Yeah. Okay, I got it. Even though I don't really listen to that, or never really did. I never listened to Pink Floyd, so I know. I never listened to that much. Anyway, Caroline, I tried a dirty pour this week following Sarah Mac's formula. No mud. Your community of artists are an awesome group. High five. Woo. High five. Yeah, it's hard sometimes when you're starting out and you just start putting colors and colors and colors and you lift the cup and then there's mud. So you just, you know, a few easy steps and you don't, I had done a video on how to avoid muddy pours. I'm not sure what number that video is. Do you remember it?
263.
263? I'm not sure.
It's in your instructional playlist.
It's in my instructional playlist, if you're interested in that one. Hi, Cindy. Gloria, I'm just starting. Yeah, do a flip cup. It's fun. They're easy, and, you know, you'll be really, I'm sure, pleasantly surprised at your results, just because they're just fun. I like doing them. So I don't really know, if you guys got anything. How do you get the cloud look? I love my cloud effect. That's one of my favorite ones. I use, I think I'm actually going to do some more cloud effects coming up. Not next week, but am I doing them next week? Oh, next week. It probably is one of my favorite is the cloud effect, ring pour, stuff like that. I use bare satin enamel interior house paint mixed with Artist Loft flow acrylic, and then I add my pouring medium till I get the right consistency.
Well, next week's all Dutch pours.
Oh yeah, next week is Dutch pours, and they're my my kind of Dutch pour. I'm just gonna preface it with my version of a Dutch pour. So, but I'll be doing cloud effect I think the following week. So let me show you really quick. This is the house paint that I use. It's bare interior satin enamel, and I think it's ultra pure white. This is the one that I use, and I mix it 50-50. Can't reach. With the Artist Loft flow acrylic. And then I add my pouring medium until I get the right consistency. And it's kind of when you stir it, you lift your stick. When I stir it and I lift my stick, it's one continuous, like there's no stopping. It's one continuous once you lift it out of the paint, if that makes sense to you. Because it's hard for me to tell you what it's like. Because when people say warm honey, if you ever warmed up honey, it's really runny. I don't know if people don't realize that. My paint is not that runny, but it's like, I don't know, runny ice cream, melted ice cream? Maybe a little thinner? I don't know. Anyway, I just, like I said, mix it, lift the stick out, and then it'll just keep, it's one continuous dripping off of the stick. So that's how I make mine. And I do have videos on my cloud effect, also in my cloud effect playlist. And there may be in the instructional too. I'm not sure if there's one in there. There should be. So, let's see. Do you want our opinion on the video now or later? Oh, okay. Thanks, love. You do awesome cloud effect. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. Hello, Deborah. Late, but hello. No worries.
Mark.
Milk of magnesia. God, I don't even know what is that having to do with consistency?
I think so.
I don't even know what that consistency is. Gosh. I think he's just being funny, Mark. Milk of that even turns my stomach, and my stomach's not feeling really well right now. That's why I'm just drinking water tonight.
I accidentally drank like a half bottle of that once.
Oh.
Jeez, did I pay a terrible price.
Oh, well. I would tell you what my husband is saying, but he probably won't want me to say it. Oh, that's funny. Love my new torch, Tracy. Oh, good. I was going to ask you how you liked it. Yeah, mine has seen better days, but I've had it for almost 2 years now, and it works great. You just put the butane and fill it, and good to go. I haven't had any issues with it, so I'm glad you like it. Okay, so yeah, next week I am doing, again, my version of Dutch pours. I'm using my... Which one? Oh, the little blue one? I'm actually going to be using the Primary Elements color art pigments. So, they're really, really pretty. Yeah, some of these, I'm going to show you a couple of practice ones I've done. Here's a little one that I did. I lost some of the other colors. There's kind of a little bit of yellowy green in here. But I got some such cool detail in this. And if you notice, there's like no cells really. I got like a couple cells right here. So apparently my version of Dutch pours does not include cells. And you will see tomorrow will be my first video on that, so you will see what I'm talking about. This was a swipe that I did. This is on a tile, and it had cells, but they broke apart, and it really looks cool though. It's almost like lightning strikes kind of. They're jagged and really kind of cool. So I'm getting a little bit of different effects than some of the other artists that are using the color art, but in a cool, fun, different way, I suppose. Let me put these away oh, hey, love will get them, thank you. So I've been practicing with the color art pigments and, mixing them, because I mix them with the vivid enamel that you purchase with that, because I got it all in a set. And then you mix your pouring medium, which I used Liquitex and water for mine. So I don't know, I may have some more experimenting to do with that because of the cells breaking up. So I don't know, I've got some more things to do, but I do have to say that the Dutch pours turned out pretty cool, at least in my opinion. So there's that. This is so cool looking. Thanks, guys. Hello. Hi, Jan from Wisconsin. I bet it's cold there.
Did you say hi to
Deborah. I did say hi to Deborah.
Okay.
I think.
Deborah's artistry.
Deborah. Yes, I did, because she said she was late, and I said that's all right. Better late than never. All right, so today I'm going to be doing...
Jan.
I just said hi, Jan, from Wisconsin, because I said it's cold in Wisconsin, or it probably is. I used to live in Ohio and had friends that were from Wisconsin, and they always talked about when it was so cold, cold, cold. Let's see. Patsy. Hello, Patsy. New to the channel from Canada. Thank you for sharing your great talent. Thank you for joining, and thank you for saying that. Wondering how you finish your dry paintings and ceramic tiles. Well, the dry paintings, I do a couple different ways. I use... Let me see, I got a can of it here. We were looking for this the other day, weren't we? Okay. I use Winsor & Newton Professional Gloss Varnish. It's a spray varnish. I tried a bunch of spray varnishes when I first started, and I'm not sure how I found this, if just in the shelf at Michael's or online, wherever. So I thought I would give it a try, and I really love the Winsor & Newton. I also use, hold on guys, also use Liquitex Gloss Varnish. I do like this as well. And I do usually put 2 to 3, maybe 4 coats on. And the Liquitex, I usually use a foam brush. It works out really, really good. Let me show you. I got a little one right here that I did. You can see how glossy. Help me out, my love.
Yeah, just keep going
Like this. Can you see that? This one's got 4 coats on it. This was actually just a practice one that I did. It was a dip, I think, with some extra paint left over. Why are you laughing? He's laughing because I said dip. Because I'm a dip. Anyway, yeah, I had some paint left over on my table, and I dipped it, and I love this one. So I coated it, and I used actually, you know what? I think with the smaller ones, with this one, what I do is I pour it on, I spread it with my hand, and then kind of just, move this around. Just the little ones I do that with, because they're easier to do like that. So there's that one. And then I have, sorry about that, guys. I do have the resin, and I think I told you guys last week that I just got the KS resin. I haven't tried this one yet. I've tried a couple other, I don't know, like 3 or 4 different resins, and I just haven't really liked them so much. But the KS resin is one that I know Tammy Anderson uses, and so I thought I would try it. Now I just bought 2, small bottles to try. And it's actually low odor, like I don't even hardly smell it at all, which is really great because some of them will make you sick. You just have to be really, really careful with what resin you use. And that's kind of why I do like using, even with the spray varnish, you've got that really bad smell. When you use the Liquitex Gloss Varnish, there's never a smell or anything. So I do really like using that one. So any of those 3 are ones that I use. It just kind of depends on if I want texture or not texture. So those are some things that you need to figure out before you cover it or before you seal it, if you want to be able to see the texture or not. So that is just up to each individual painting you do is different each time. So let's see, when you use spray varnish, is there a temperature range you need to be in when you spray it? I wanted to go outside and spray one today. Yeah, it's probably too cold. I don't think I would. Well, I'm not sure where you live, Gloria. Did she say where she was from? I know she did. Hold on. Gloria. She did. I know she did. I seen it. Somewhere, Gloria.
I thought it was,
I'm looking. Gettysburg. That's right. I should know that because I was trying to remember Gloria at Gettysburg. We'll have a.
G and a G.
That's why. I know. That's why I said that. Okay. Anyway, it's probably cold there. So I'm gonna say I would not do it outside, because it'll probably not be very good. It won't coat very good. It may crack. It may get all sticky. It may not be very good. So.
Temperature and humidity.
And what?
What temperature and humidity?
Well, that's why I'm saying, because it's probably cold where she is. And humidity does play a part in it as well. Because if I go and spray outside, especially in the summer, because it gets, very hot here, I have to really watch what the humidity is, because we get like 100% humidity some days, and it's too hot. So I try to, do a bunch at once when the temperature's a little bit lower and the humidity's not as high either. And then that's kind of when I started actually using the Liquitex Gloss Varnish, because I don't have to worry about that so much if I'm doing it in the house. You don't really have to worry about that. So yes, pay attention to too hot or too cold, Gloria.
What's a good temperature range?
I don't know. I don't know what a good temperature range is. Just not, I would say under, God, I wish I could read this. It's so tiny. The writing is so tiny. I wouldn't go under.
About 70 to 80
Yeah,
degrees.
I would say I would stay around no colder than 70, just to be safe. And I've sprayed when it's warm out, but not when it's so humid. So, the hotter temperature I don't think is as that big of a deal, as long as it's not so humid. Like dry heat is different than the humid heat. I hope that's helpful. I spray them outside, then bring them right inside. Yes, you could do that. Good idea, Chrissy. But I literally spray them, walk straight inside. You may still have some of that smell, though, come in from that, because some of those spray varnishes do have that little bit of odor, or a lot of odor sometimes. Because even sometimes when I spray outside and then come in, I'll spray out in the garage and then come in, I can still kind of smell it in the this side of the house. So just be careful with all the fumes. That's all I'm going to tell you guys. Be careful with all that. Let's see. One more question on Liquitex gloss. I've used it with sponge brush and ran into problems with lines. Any tips? I've used... These are the brushes that I use, and I really make sure... This one's got a fuzzy on it. Really try to make sure that this line is as straight as possible. And really make sure that it's saturated really good on the tip, so that if there's any dry spots, it will kind of leave lines. So that's usually what I do, and I've had pretty good luck with that. If you do run into that, you can lightly sand it, and then next time you put your second coat, go the other way, like flip it opposite direction. So that usually will help, and it may take you a couple coats to get that evened out, but that's what I've done in the past, and it's worked really well for me. I know I hate sanding stuff, but I've sanded a million things, and I still don't like it, but it's kind of inevitable sometimes. So let's see. Yep, that's what Deborah just said. Flip it. So
Insert news is the best, though.
Karen, I'm in cold ass Ohio. Yeah. Woo. I'm from there.
Where's the handle for the sprayer I got you?
Oh, it's out in the garage. Okay. Chris bought me, it's not in here. It's a handle. It does help in the spraying. Of course, there goes the little spray thing. I'm not going to push this on here because it'll psh, but there's a little spray, a little handle that you hook onto right here, and you can hold it easier and spray. It gives you a lot more control. I think it was like $4 or $5 maybe.
So we're saying the spray paint on.
I think it was it Hobby Lobby we got that, or Home Depot, Lowe's, something like that. Anyway, it really is helpful because you kind of get more control of the spray. So that has worked out really well for me too when I use that. So okay, I think I got all the questions. I hope I didn't miss any. If I did, type it again. We'll see if we can catch it. But sometimes, guys, if you type your questions all in caps, it's easier for us to see. Now, not everything, just like questions only, just so we can make sure that we answer as many, so we can see them and answer them. So,
She's used all kinds of strippers. That's interesting.
Let's see, I've used types of strippers that remove layers of even lead paint for so long, so the varnish fumes don't seem strong to me. Well, I'm sure if you're used to that, fumes, but be careful with the fumes. You don't want to be breathing all that in, then you'll have all these neurological issues and stuff. That's not good.
When they spray, they gotta be careful not to go in an angle motion. It's gotta be straight across all the way.
Oh,
All
okay.
the way so it doesn't build
Yeah.
in the middle.
Yeah, try when you're spraying, kind of go at an angle, go straight across and not at an angle, so you're kind of spraying as even as you can,
Past the edge.
and go all the way past the edge, and then come back. That's how I usually do it,
Pool in the middle.
because I had trouble in the beginning, and apparently my husband is the master spray painter, and he had to show me how the correct way to do it.
It's pretty even coats.
Whatever, it worked out. So, and sometimes I'll get like air bubbles in it, but they usually dissipate. I haven't really had any trouble with those so much either. So Karen, oh, okay, got it, LOL. I'm already nuts. That's all right, we all are a little bit nuts anyway. Okay, so I think I'm going to let you know what I'm doing today. Which anymore, it's like when I first started doing the lives, I was like planned them out. I had days ahead. And now it's kind of like I'm winging it. I I usually pick out my colors and stuff at least the night or two before, and I didn't. So I just picked them out a little bit ago. So I'm going to do another double flip cup. And my colors I've got today, I've got Liquitex Dioxazine Purple. It's a really pretty darker purple. And then one of my favorite colors, Metallic Cobalt Blue from Artist Loft. Oh, this one here is a purple that I made. It is, my sister laughs when I tell her that it's a custom color. But it's a really cool purple. I thought I had written down what I mixed in here, and I think it was quinacridone magenta, or however you say that, and dioxazine purple and white. I had some left of each color, and I kind of mixed them in, and I liked the color, so that's what that is. So I'll probably never be able to recreate this color again. And then I had some really good luck a couple weeks ago with my open cup. I did that triple open cup with this gold, and it's a matte metallic. I think it's just called, yeah, it's just plain gold, and that's from Deco Art Americana. So I like that. And then of course I'm going to use my white pearl from Folk Art. And this is, I know they make a couple different ones, but the one that I like to use is the multi-surface. So that's the one I've got there. And I think that's it. 1, 2, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I was like missing my colors there. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use 2 cups today. And I think I'm going to make sure I put a little more in the cup, because when I did the other double flip during the week, I think I stretched it more than I wanted it to, or more than I wanted to. So I'm going to try not to stretch it as much. So we'll see. Let's see. Hi guys, are you drinking wine yet? I am not, Chewy. I am just having water tonight. So that's that. Just water. Mark, got a designated driver, so heading to a Grammy party. We'll finish watching when I get back. I haven't watched the Grammys in years, so I don't even know. But have fun at your party. And it's good that you got a designated driver, because you never know. So, how do you scoop the metallic gold out of the container? I do not. I dump it. I just take the lid off and pour it out. That's how I usually do it. Easy peasy. And then I just use my stick and, wipe it, or a paper towel and wipe it off. So no big deal. Sorry, Tracy, I said you were oopsie. I missed that. Oh, Karen, she cracks me up. You're so funny. Let's see. Mark, you're welcome. Okay. I made a huge batch of burgundy, and I mixed in 7 paints as I went, because I wanted it Merlot red, which I got. I covered it because I never able to do it again. I know, right? And actually, that's funny, because I actually was making, I had some leftover red. I don't know where I put it now. I had some leftover red and some black and purple, and I did the same thing. And I was trying to make like a Merlot wine color. Kind of looks like it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I didn't really mix any pouring medium into it yet. I just kind of mixed it because I like that color. My house has got those colors in my kitchen and my dining room. Is Merlot, they call it, wine color, more on the red side than the purple side. So I may use that for something. I like mixing that color with teal. I think looks really, really pretty, and orange and gold. So I like that. Let's see. Are you super excited tonight? I am, because I picked out some super exciting colors. I love the gold. I love all these colors. I love purple. So I think I will go ahead and probably get my apron, aka smock, as my husband calls it. I got my paper with the order of my cups on it, so that's ready to go. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get my apron on and get ready to pour. thing on here. Melanie. Hello, Melanie.
Australian Melanie?
Is it?
No. We haven't seen her in a while.
No, she's probably sleeping. I think it's late there. All right, so I don't know why I sat back down. I gotta move my chair out of the way. Where's Freya? Oh, there she is. When I started, she was right under my feet. I brought her some snacks in case, but she's sleeping. So, let me see really quick. Gloria, oh, Gloria, they're all saying hi to Melanie. Okay, I'm gonna move my shirt a little bit. I gotta move it? Oh, yeah. Well, it'll be all right up here. It should be okay. Get paint all over my iPad. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, let me move this. And I have got to get my gloves on. Oh, thanks, love. I would like to see a Game of Thrones pour. Ooh, that would be interesting.
Is that Chewy?
Yes, it's Chewy.
Yeah, he said that last time.
Oh yeah, I think so. I thought someone said that once before. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure I can see this. Tammy from Summertown, Tennessee. Hello, Tammy. This way?
Here, left. More. There.
It looks right over here. Okay, whatever. He's the boss apparently on that.
No, it's in picture.
Yeah, okay, let me get the caps off here real quick. And I thinned down the gold quite a bit. This was left over from a couple weeks ago, last week, when I did my open cup. It had thickened up quite a bit, so I thinned that out quite a bit too. So I'm hoping that even if I use a little extra, because I do get carried away, that it won't take over, even because it's a little bit thinner. So fingers crossed on that. Okay. Got my paper here, and I think I'm going to pour the colors the same in both cups. And I'm going to start with the darker purple first. So we'll see how this goes. Yikes. Try to get the same amount in each cup. Okay. All right, and then I will go with the cobalt, metallic cobalt. I got some dried paint around the edges there. I don't want that to fall in. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Hopefully I have enough in here. This is all the cobalt. I have to mix up some. I hope I have some more. Yeah, I do. All right, well, I'll just put the rest of that in there. It's all gone. I'll mix some more of that. And all my paints are mixed with my regular pouring medium, which is Liquitex, Floetrol, and water. And now I'm going to put some of this really pretty gold. Okay, that's it. That's all the gold. Okay. I think I'm going to actually have to put some more in there, though. I'll put it in there twice. Whoops. And this is the pretty custom purple. It's a really pretty color, though. I like it. Okay, and now I'll go with some of this white pearl. And I didn't add any silicone to these, any of these paints, you guys, so I'm going to add a little bit more of this dark purple. Wish I had a little more cobalt, but I don't. So we're just gonna go with that. And one more little bit of gold. Oh, that's a lot. Wow. I think I got a little carried away again with that. But that's all right. It's fun. It's fun time, right? Okay, I'm just gonna finish this off with this. Okay, there's that, and then I'm just gonna use the rest of this. And this is all, my custom purple is all gone. What's the face?
It's a great color.
It is, but I think I know what I used. It's just getting the same colors difficult.
How much water?
How much water? In my pouring medium? Well,
So she was asking you just said how much water. I'm assuming that.
when I mix it up, I think I put a cup of water. A half a cup to a cup of water is usually what I put in there. So, kind of just depends on how much water you're comfortable with. I know that's sometimes not, I can't give you a definite answer sometimes because everybody's so different with their mixes. All right, guys, I'm going to flip now. Okay. Okay, move that one first. What's the face? Okay, here we go. Ooh, look at that. I want to show them the cup. Maybe you can see that.
There.
Looks really cool. Okay, I'm just going to flip it. Here we go. Oh, seems backwards here. Ooh, okay. All right, so I did pretty good. I used to always have paint everywhere when I would flip. Because a lot of people will take the canvas and if they're doing one cup, they'll just put the canvas on top and then flip. I really rarely, I mean, I've done it that way a few times, but usually it's this way. So let me see if I got any more comments. I don't know where. So I don't forget. I think people forget because of the live chat.
We're just talking about thumbs up.
Gotcha. Thumbs up. Yeah, everybody, thumbs up. All right, so I'm going to lift the cups now. That looks really cool.
Love that.
Okay, I'm just going to set the cup in the corner for now. And here we go. Ooh. It's funny, for the amount of purple that I put in there, the cobalt is the main color that you see here. And it's starting to make some cells are starting to develop already. I'm going to use my heat gun here. Who said that?
Carolyn says that's
Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, thank you. Okay, lift that up.
She wants to know if you ever release the suction by putting a hole in the bottom of the cup. Yes, you do.
I have done that, yes. I've tried to do that in my flip and drags. It never works. If you watch any of my flip and drag videos, the paintings usually turn out really nice, but I always have that suction, and even when I put the hole in the bottom, it still never works right. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put some white pearl around. Those cells right there are really pretty, those white pearl cells. So this is just gonna help it spread a bit more.
Hi, Sherry from Vegas.
Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Tammy.
And who?
Tammy.
Hi, Tammy. Thank you guys for joining. All right, and I've got my handy dandy spatula. This spatula is really cool. I used to use a frosting spreader. And I loved that. And then I think I saw Canella and Tammy use these, Tammy Anderson, and love these. So it took me a second to get kind of used to it because I was used to the cake frosting spreader. I keep calling it a cake spreader, but it's frosting. Anyway, I love this thing now. So I do have it. If you guys are interested, it's in my links to my Amazon store. It's in there. I love using this.
Is there a difference between the pin and not using the pin? question Kenny wants to know.
Using the pin? Oh, I don't know if there's a difference. Honestly, I've not noticed a difference. It doesn't work for me, but I mean, some people it does work for, so maybe try it once and see how it goes for you. I used to do it and then it didn't do anything for me. So try it. Let me know how it works out for you.
Hi, Josie.
Hi, Josie. What is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. All right, guys. I don't know if you guys can see. Does this help if to lift it to see? Because I want them to see these awesome cells in here.
Down and stop.
There. That looks so cool. So I'm going to try to save as much of this as I can because I am loving how this is looking. These colors are amazing. So I'm going to just start going to this corner here. Slowly. I'm going to go slow. Really slow, guys. I'm just going to pull that over. There we go. All right.
And you're watching for what?
Huh?
What are you watching for?
I am just, I don't, what are you saying?
Like,
Sorry.
Your vision, what are you doing right now?
Oh, I'm just wanting to save some of those cells. I don't really, yikes, sorry. Sometimes I have a hard time talking while I'm doing this. I'm trying not to lose this, guys. That's what's going on in my brain right now. So I'm gonna just go really slow.
Leave that negative space right there. Looks cool there.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to pull it over, but the problem's gonna be is that I don't want it to be too thick. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to jump that. There we go. Okay, it had to be done. All right, so I'm gonna run it straight down. Wow, these colors look so pretty.
Is this all the primary elements?
These are not primary elements.
Okay, I thought that just the purple was yours.
Nope. No, primary elements are next week. Okay, I'm gonna turn this a bit.
Yeah, and Chewy bought a bunch of stuff from your Amazon store.
Oh, thank you, Chewy. And so did Mark, too. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, you need to buy it anyway, so.
Mm-hmm. It's nice because I get a little,
Help out if
you know, I get a little, at no cost to them, you know. I get a little commission. It's kind of nice. I appreciate that. Helps me buy stuff so I can keep doing what I'm doing here. Okay, there we go.
That was great.
Whew, this looks really, really pretty. I'm hoping, oh wow. Yay. That's exactly what I wanted to save was this cool right middle. And the gold will probably, I'm going to say maybe start coming through because I did have to knock off or run off some of those gold cells, but sometimes it can't be helped because, you know, there's a lot of paint. You can't keep all of it. It would be great if you could just have everything, excuse me, stay exactly how you pull the cup. Because when you pull the cup, you see all of those cool details. You're like, oh man, but then you got to move it. So this looks cool. Does it need me to move it over? Okay, well, the paper's sticking, so hold on. There we go.
Yeah, good.
To the left, to the left. Yeah, you can see those. There's some cells. I'm going to take my gloves off because I'm going to drip over the top. Then I'll be mad. All right, so now I'm going to take my torch and I'm going to lightly torch it. Because there may be a few air bubbles just because of the... There we go. Sometimes they're a little stubborn. The gold I had to thin out a little bit earlier today when I actually picked out my colors. So that's cool. I like how this is turning out. This part looks so awesome. It's very like lacing. Looks really cool. And ooh. Okay, what do you guys think? Get some cool cells even off the sides. Love these colors. Yeah, these colors are so pretty. They blended really, really nice.
Chewy wants to know how much you'd sell it for.
We'll have to chit chat about that, Chewy. Probably have to email me. I need to get my gloves back on, of course, because I like to keep wiping the bottom. That's another trick, you guys, is to kind of wipe your finger across the bottom, because as the painting is dripping, it keeps pulling the paint off. So you don't want that to keep happening.
Where you can see where it's not level and where you can level it.
Yeah, that's always a good idea too. If it's dripping more on one side, you'll know that it's not level. Good pro tip there, love. Yeah, he learned it from me. That's right.
You shouldn't say it, so.
He reminds me because I forget to say stuff sometimes. But I don't like this corner right here. I'm trying to find some dark purple because it's darker purple. Ta-da! There we go. I do have some white pearl cells developing along the outside too. That's cool. I like that. All right. Oh, of course. Look. I wear gloves to keep from getting it all over me, and then I take the glove off for a second, and then of course I get paint all over. No big whoop. That's what soap and water's for. Or baby wipes. Which I keep everywhere. I have baby wipes all over, so you never know. Alright guys, I'm going to put the lids back on here really, really quick. Oh man, I got a bunch of paints I got to mix up tomorrow. It is. That's why I wasn't really too concerned about dumping off some of that, because I figured that the gold would definitely come back. I wish you guys could see these cups. They look super cool. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. There's two cameras. Yeah, but sometimes you can't get the right angle. Oh, this way? That makes no sense.
Go back.
Never mind. It's hard. He's trying to tell me, and I don't get it. But can you hear Toby? The cat is meowing. If you hear her meowing, I'm gonna sit low. I have to turn the camera down. Oh. If you hear meowing, it's the kitty. He's a brat. He's probably just mad because, or he's hungry, and the lid is on his food and he can't get it because he's a little chunky and he doesn't need to eat that much. Okay, well, I think I need more than baby wipes are doing for me right now. I need some soap and water, so that'll be later. Let me move my iPad here so I can see what's going on here, guys. It's pretty. I actually scraped the edges and hit the sides with my torch like I'm cauterizing it. Yeah. I do not tape. I do not put tape on, Patsy. Because I cover the back, so for me it doesn't really matter. It's a step that I don't need to do. If you're not going to cover your backs, then I would suggest you tape it. But for me, I do not put tape on. Yeah, I think I may need to lift this side a little bit. How's this side look, love?
It's good.
Yeah, this side needs to go up.
What are you sure you're talking about?
Hold on one second. I need to get a stick and put under there because I think it's a little unlevel. Although I leveled it, but put another stick under there. There we go. Now I'll double check and make sure because it was pulling off of this. It was dripping off of this side. This is really looking cool. Look at how dark that's getting. If you can see that. Oh my gosh, look at these cells popping up, coming through. Woo! This thing is getting cooler and cooler. I like this.
Sherry says her flips look buddy.
Okay, let me see. My flips look muddy. I've been having a consistency problem lately. Maybe that's the problem. That could be part of the problem. Thin out your paints a little bit and then just pay attention to how you're layering them. What colors you're putting next to each other makes a big difference as well. And also the way you pour your paints in the cup. I don't know if people really pay attention to that, but the way that you pour your paint in makes a difference as well. If you guys notice, when I pour my paint in, I pour it down the side. I do not pour it most times from the top. When you pour it from the top, especially if you pour from high up, your paint will go straight down the middle, and especially if you have different consistencies, it will go straight down into the bottom. If you want to create those layers, then pour it from the side. It works much better, in my opinion, and that's one of the couple of the ways to avoid the muddiness. At least that's the way I've had pretty good success with no mud. So let's see, earlier did you say your PM was Liquitex, Floetrol, and water? What's the ratio, please? Okay, the way I mix it in this jug, a big jug, and I do four cups Liquitex, 4.5, oh my gosh. I change it up a little bit because sometimes I add Golden GAC 800, but normally I'll put in 4.5 cups of Liquitex, 3 cups of Floetrol, and then a half a cup of water. And sometimes I will add a half a cup of GAC 800. So you can add that if you want. You don't have to, but I like to add it because it's an added protection from, you know, cracking and crazing and all of that stuff. So, but it's not a requirement. You can add the GAC 800 per, like, when you're doing your colors, you can just add a little squirt of it in if you'd like to do that as well. You don't have to put it directly in your pouring medium. Let's see. I love the section you pointed out, Tracy. I'm not sure which one. I like all the sections. This one? Yeah, this one? This one? All the sections. Look at how cool that one is. It's got the purple and then that gold is surrounding the purple. Ooh, it's so cool.
Yeah, the white's coming through too.
Yeah, the white pearl cells are coming through. Very, very cool. What have you learned the most from your first pour? Oh, geez. Quite a few things. Kind of what I've already touched on as far as layering. I used to just dump the paints in the cup. I've discovered, like I said, dumping them down the sides of the cup makes a big difference. Choosing your colors a little more, kind of, you know, putting a little bit more time into choosing them. Nothing wrong with just grabbing colors willy-nilly, but even when you do that, pay attention to the layer, to which order you put them in. Oh geez. I think those are kind of the main things from my first pours. Oh, do not over tilt. That's another good, another thing I've learned over the years. Unless you know, kind of want that, like that one that I did during the last week, just I thought was tilted too much. It kind of looked zigzaggy. Not that it makes it look, you know, bad or anything, but if you don't want that's caused from from tilting a little too much. And also that was because I didn't put enough paint, in my opinion, in the cups. So today I think I put a little extra. So that's why I keep having to wipe the bottom here. So I think those are kind of some of the main things I've learned the most from my very first painting that I did. And just kind of really not to have don't really have expectations, or, you know, don't have anything definite set in your mind, because like I didn't picture this. But this looks pretty super cool. So I am super excited with how this is looking so far. Let's see. Great point about over tilting. Huge issue. Yeah. And it's hard to, like, before I tilt, I kind of look at it and see which direction I want to go. And then I just go from, I usually try to go from corner. Sometimes I go back. Sometimes I just go directly to the next corner, you know, but it will usually help you to kind of keep things, like that helped me to not lose the sections that I told you I didn't want to lose. So tilt to one corner, kind of bring it back, tilt it to the next corner, try to bring it back, and do that to each corner. And it does kind of help. Now, this thing is kind of going so crazy again.
Patience is key.
But, and that's a good point my husband just said, is have some patience. Because you don't want to rush. A lot of times that's why I was trying to go slow on the tilt. Now, sometimes I've gone a little faster, but tonight I was trying to focus specifically on that center part that I really, really liked. So don't be afraid to just go slow. And then, you know, just let it go slow. And also, I never used to kind of cup the sides when I first started. That does kind of help keep the paint if you don't want to lose too much. And it may help maintain the detail that you have. And then you can kind of just let go a little bit to cover the side and then let the rest come back. That's always helpful. But I guess those are the main things that I've learned. The over tilting is a big one for me because I did used to over tilt quite a bit. So, and have fun. That's it. Have fun. I think I got paint on my elbow. Because that's what it's kind of all about. You know, relax, have fun, enjoy what you're doing. And that's that. This is looking really cool. I like this. So, okay, let me read some comments. Karen, I think I still tilt too fast. It happens, but you'll get better. You'll get more patient as time goes on. So, Chrissy, my usual PM is Liquitex and Floetrol, but I have been testing out also adding Sargent gloss and varnish, and I'm replacing Liquitex with new Sargents. Yeah, I haven't used that yet, so I'd be interested in your results. Let me know how that works out for you. I actually just ordered some, I hopefully get it next week. Artist Loft has made a pouring medium. I am going to be doing some paintings with that coming up because it got great reviews. So I'm really excited to see how that dries, how it looks. And, you know, you can use it with, you know, all the other Artist Loft. It's reasonably priced. And they actually had a buy two, get one free sale. So I kind of hit the jackpot with that and then had a coupon. So hit the jackpot with that. And like I said, kind of super excited to see how that works out as well. I love that it will keep changing as it sits. Yeah, it does. There's more cells that are developing as we're sitting here chatting. It's really cool. And I'm happy that the gold did not take over. It's like just the right amount of gold because I actually kind of held back even though I added it twice in the cup. I added a little bit each time. So, yeah, this looks pretty good so far. Fingers crossed. Perfectionism and patience got to learn. Yeah, I mean, with this, there's, you know, it's not, I mean, I guess everybody's idea of perfect is different. So even though you may think it's not perfect, someone else may think it is. So that's a good way to look at it.
What's your favorite size canvas?
My favorite size canvas is this one here. It's a 14 by 18. I love 14 by 18s. I do love a mini canvas though. I do love a little one, but the 14 by 18s I think are a really nice size. So I guess that would probably be my favorite. I like a square 14 by 14, 12 by 12, but the 14 by 18s are the ones I really like. I order them from Blick online because I can't find them anywhere else. Yeah, I think it's Blick that I usually order these from. They come in a pack, and I've had really nice canvases I've ordered from a couple other places online and really haven't liked the quality of the canvases, and Blick are really good. I haven't had any warped ones or anything like that, so I mean, I get some occasionally from Michael's, Hobby Lobby. I really like their quality of their canvas. I love their linen canvases. Those are really nice too. So, I wrote that wrong. LOL, Karen. Karen, you cracked me up. Chrissy, I'll leave you a comment in this video after I try it. Okay, cool. Yes, thank you. There's so many different companies coming out with different pouring mediums now that I wanted to try. Like I said, I wanted to try the Artist Loft. Let you guys know how that one turns out, because a lot of people use Artist Loft. Michael's stores are almost everywhere. And you can order online, and they always have good deals and coupons and stuff. So actually my sister told me about it, and I guess I didn't even realize. I knew they had the new paint, the pre-mixed paints, which I cannot get. My store is always out. Online is always out. I went to order some, and they're just always out. And when I talked to my sister the other day, she's starting to paint, so I'm super excited about that. And she said she ordered some of the pouring medium, and the reviews were really good. So I ordered some and can't wait to try it. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see, Gloria, I did a 2.5 by 3.5 today. Ooh, 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches, or feet, because that would be huge. Probably a 2.5 by 3. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love the little canvas. They're cute. I don't know if I have any right here. And tiles. Well, these little ones? These are my little ones I ordered accidentally. I didn't realize they were panels. But I got those, and I ordered these little ones from Blick. They've got the wooden frame, and it's just a panel, but it's a framed panel. I haven't used those yet. I keep forgetting actually that I have them until now. Thank you, Gloria, for reminding me. I love doing the little ones. They're always really cute just to practice on. And the tiles, if you use the 4x4, hold on guys, I'm knocking stuff over back here. I love to do the 4x4 tiles. And even these are a couple of the primary elements I was practicing on with the bloom. And then even what are these, 6x6? Those are even kind of nice to use too, because then, you don't use as much paint, and you can always, scrape it off and reuse it. That's kind of why I like to use the tiles. You can also soak them, which is really kind of cool. You can soak them and peel this off. They're over there on my little rotating thing. No. Oh, those two. Yeah, I was talking about those. Yeah, these are paints that I did on tiles, and I peeled them off when I was doing different bloom recipes, trying to experiment with the blooming. I did that one. Give me those. Will you give me those over there on the round? Oh, you can do it. He can do it. Ooh, this thing's turning out really cool. It's still dripping. Yeah, here's a couple other ones that I did. And then, so I can still keep, my experiments. And then, but I can still reuse, where's this one? Well, that one didn't peel off very well. Got some cool ones, and then I can just save these, and then I can reuse the tile. So that's pretty cool. So I would suggest that to everyone too. I mean, you can always scrape, if you practice on a little canvas, you can always scrape the little ones. I just don't like to scrape all the time. So, and then I think someday maybe I'll use these for something. I don't know what. I'll create something with all of those. So, gotta wipe this side here again. There we go. All right. Wow, this thing is really, the cells are really developing. So no silicone either. I know I said that already, but it's just cool how the different densities create the natural cells. Look at these cells. These are really kind of cool, different colors in there. So.
Chewy had a question.
Chewy. Oh, have you ever sprayed water on the canvas prior to a pour to tighten it? I use a clothes steamer. It's a handheld. You just plug it in, fill it with water, and then the steam comes out. That's what I use for all of mine. I do every single one of them on my, I have a shelf over there with all of my canvas on, and I usually, I put them all on there, and then the top shelf, I take so many, unwrap them, and then I spray them so they're ready. They're already sprayed. And that tightens them up just like that. And I do that all the time. I like the clothes steamer. Works really, really good for me. I actually do it in the bathroom. I have a little bathroom over here, and I do it in the mirror, so I can actually look in the mirror and hold it from the back. You know, hold the steam on the back, and then look in the mirror, and I can see it, and you can actually see it tighten. So it works really well if you have access to a clothes steamer. Works great.
You wouldn't use water, right?
No, you can use water. People do it. It just takes a little bit longer to dry. The clothes steamer seems to dry. The canvas dries a little faster. So that's just my opinion. I've always used the clothes steamer. But I know people do use water. So you can use water, and it does work. It just takes a little bit longer to tighten. That's all. Let's see. Karen. I've been using a lot of 8x10s, 12x14s. And I think they are 6x8. They are fat squares from Michael's. Yeah, I mean, the bloom technique kind of takes a bunch of different ingredients. So, I mean, it can be kind of expensive. I've been trying it here and there, and I mean, I like looking at everybody else's, and I mean, you probably saw a few that I did that turned out good. It's just not my thing, I guess. I mean, they all are beautiful, don't get me wrong, but you know, everybody has their thing. So I just didn't want to mix a bunch of stuff. I mean, I have a bunch of bloom stuff back there behind me in little containers of stuff I've already mixed and stuff I've used, and I've done videos of me doing it so I can, you know, kind of try to record it so I can go back and watch it, and then I've written a million notes, but yeah, you know, everybody has their own thing, and I like looking at everybody else's blooms. So that's that. Maybe one day I'll really do it. I've had some work, so I mean, I've done it. It's just doing a video and getting to it, I suppose. So, Erica Hughes does great blooms. So, and so does Tammy Anderson. Great blooms. So, oopsie, forgot to use caps. It's all right, Karen. I won't kick you out or nothing. I'm not mad. Well, he is persistent. Wait. I don't know if you guys can hear him crying. He's a big crybaby. Steaming canvas for last question. Sorry, I got off track somehow. Oh, yes. Use the clothes steamer. It's a handheld clothes steamer.
You need to do that.
You don't need to.
Before you paint.
But I would suggest you do some kind of tightening to the canvas, because a lot of times when you get the canvas from the store, they're just not as tight. When you hit, can you hand me a canvas, love? One that's, I don't know. This one I think I did. It's just dusty. Yeah, give me one on the top. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Oh my gosh, listen to him. I don't know if you guys can hear this. When you steam it, once it's steamed, you'll be able to hear it sounds like a drum. It's nice and tight. You can tell that that's how it should be. I don't know if I have another one here. This one doesn't sound, it's a little looser. It doesn't sound the same. So, and you can tell sometimes when you take them out of the package, you can see that they're not tight. So I would suggest if you don't have a steamer, use like, I think it was Chrissy said, or Chewy, about the, just the spray water bottle. But it does take a minute to dry. It will tighten it up as it dries. If you don't, then the paint is going to sag. Once it dries, it's going to sag on the canvas, and it's going to be kind of loosey-goosey, if you will. So, let's see. Have a great night, guys. Oh, good night, Chewy. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to get a drink real quick. These lights are getting warm again. Okay. All right, guys. So let me double check here at my. I think I'm up to date on all of my comments here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, or this video, yeah, this live stream. This painting turned out really super cool, and my favorite saying, super excited. I love how this turned out. It's still actually changing a bit. You can see that the cells are still kind of developing here, and I mean, I don't know if it's going to change a whole lot more, but I'm super happy with how this looks so far. So I hope you guys really do like it. And again, next week is Dutch pour week. And again, they're a little bit different than probably some of the Dutch pours that you've seen. And I don't do a lot of Dutch pours, guys. I just wanted to try my primary elements in the Dutch pours. So I'll probably do another week where I use primary elements in a different technique. But I just thought it was the easiest one to try, and kind of practice my Dutch pours at the same time. The colors are really nice. They're super easy to mix in with the vivid enamel. They're really, really pretty. The only thing with them is mixing them up early. They'll settle back down, so you have to stir them up again. But it's kind of nice to have them a little ahead of time. So anyway, that's what's coming up next week. And then I think it's Cloud Effect the next week. So we're usually like a week ahead, and then sometimes we flip-flop. But I think I want to do some Liquitex stuff in there. And like I said, I've got the Artist Loft stuff. I may integrate in the weeks, like use that in my Cloud Effect mix or whatever with the Liquitex too. So we will see. But next week for sure is the Tracie Reed Dutch pours. So that'll be interesting. I got some awesome details. So I hope you guys enjoy those. Let's see. It's so fun to watch the painting develop. Yeah, it is. It's cool. Because I'll take my eyes off of it and talk to you guys, and then I look back and it's like there's new stuff. It's pretty cool. Gloria, thanks for answering all of my questions. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you for having questions. It makes it more interesting when people when we're interacting. So I like that. Thank you everyone for some great tips and suggestions. Oh, you guys are awesome. It's been fun hanging out. The painting is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Karen. And again, I appreciate you guys for all hanging out, because if you weren't here, I would be sitting here like this. Chris and I would just be chatting with each other. So anyway, I suppose I'm going to... Hi, Frey. Come here, Freya. Oh, she's camera shy. I'm going to let you guys go so you guys can enjoy the rest of your evening. Again, I do really, really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. And I'm super happy when my painting turns out really phenomenal, which I feel like tonight this one did. So, again, thank you. Last chance to thumbs down. Oh, I thought it said thumbs down. Like, why would he do that?
They can, but you hit it twice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because if you thumbs down, just hit it twice. That way it's double. Anyway, that's funny. Okay, well, yep. I guess I'm going to call it a night, you guys. And I hope you guys have a good week. Look out for tomorrow's video. I think it's releasing in the morning. It's super cool. And I hope you guys all enjoy it. So have a good night, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye, guys.